also improve food security. And cash transfers combined with nutrition counseling can help reduce malnutrition. This is already happening in some of Kenya's programs, such as the Nutrition and Cash Plus program, NEAT, which currently covers 5 counties. And social assistance has the potential to boost economic growth, as it allows its recipients to seek out economic opportunities, which can also have a multiplier effect at the local economy. So let me conclude this very brief speech. It is clear that social protection holds massive potential to contribute to Kenya's plans to become a high-tech economy that allows its entire population to thrive. It reduces inequality, increases resilience, boosts productivity, and creates bottom-up economic growth. And one of the most promising, the early years were the first 1,000 days of a person's life. It's the single best route to create a productive workforce for an economically thriving population. Concerns about funding are valid, of course, but with high returns on investments, especially during early childhood, not investing now means having a smaller economy in the future. So instead of asking how much does it cost if we do this, we should rather ask how much does it cost if we do not do this. So let me end by saying Kenya truly has a unique opportunity to cultivate the benefits to the best extent possible, to reinvigorate social assistance, and to continue to be a pioneer in this field, and for other countries looking to learn from Kenya. Asante. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. The next speaker who will make his remarks is the UN coordinator, Dr. Stephen Jackson, which I suppose should take exactly 2 minutes, please, Excellency.
Mheshimiwa Rais, Mheshimiwa Naibu Rais, waheshimiwa marafiki, hamjambo. Your Excellency, social protection is the Nairobi expressway to sustain it. They've given us some hard lessons over the last couple of years, and they underline why any well-functioning society needs a safety net. Without it, families, individuals can be trapped in a lifetime of poverty, or even for generations. Social protection is that safety net. It's been proven to reduce poverty and improve human capital outcomes. Instant social protection instruments, and my friend and predecessor mentioned this, cash transfers, in which Kenya has pioneered, have an instant impact, bettering lives for individuals, for families, for communities. And when you combine those cash transfers with other kinds of interventions around health and nutrition, you get a double effect, cushioning the poorest families against those. The leave no one behind principle that's at the heart of the Sustainable Development Goals unites with the bottom-up priorities of this government. Your pledge to leave no one is all about that, expanding social protection. And we see this very admirable goal of going from 1.2 million to 2.5 million. And why not further? Why not to 3.6, which would bring us into line with many middle-income countries? That can be done. It'll be essential for protecting Kenya's poor and vulnerable against the ravages of climate change. It'll be essential for giving kids in Kenya the start that they need. It will be something that you have already enacted, Mheshimiwa, through many important programs that you've launched and that you are sustaining from the efforts of previous governments. As the previous speaker mentioned, cash transfer for orphans and vulnerable children and the Hunger Safety Net program were amongst the first cash-based social protection programs on the continent. They continue to prove their worth, but in recent years, coverage has stagnated. And so we need this push to increase. We need to go to universal coverage. And Kenya is now at a crossroads where, while national averages are improving, absolute figures are not, and inequalities are increasing. So this is the moment for a push. Your Excellency, as I begin to close, I'm really proud that United Nations Kenya and all of the development partners have for a number of years worked hand in hand with Kenya government to strengthen social protection. From our side, most recently, we've done this precisely with a joint program uniting WFP, FAO, UNICEF, ILO in trying to expand the coverage, going beyond poverty-based targeting to really reaching out to the most vulnerable across many different marginalized and vulnerable populations and communities, whether those be women, children, girls, youth, persons with disabilities, the elderly, rural workers, persons living with HIV and other ailments. And I believe that that's really starting to pay dividends. So as I conclude, Mheshimiwa, as I said at the beginning, social protection is that Nairobi expressway for leaving no one behind, for lifting people up from the bottom, protecting them so they don't fall further, and giving them the chance to rise higher. So let us together extend that expressway still further. Let's build a few more thousand kilometers, and let's work towards a truly universal social protection safety net. Asanteni sana.
Thank you so much for the remarks. Your Excellency, I now call upon the tripartite parties, led by none other than the COTU Secretary General, Francis Atwoli, who will also donate his few minutes to the FKE CEO, Jacqueline Mugo.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. First of all, I want to start by saying that this is a very important occasion because under tripartite arrangement, Your Excellency, this is where we belong. I want to recognize your Deputy, Brother Rigathi Gachagua, and also to recognize the chairperson of the Council of Governors, Sister N.Y. Guru. I want to also to recognize our Minister for Defense, who is in charge of this very important Ministry of Labor and Social Protection, with our two respective PSS, representatives of UN agencies, and other cooperating partners. I will try to be very brief because I'm told my time I've got to share it with my twin sister, Jacqueline Mugo. First and foremost, let me thank you, Your Excellency, for taking personal initiative and commitment on issues related to social security. I wish to equally appreciate the efforts being made by our parent Minister for Labor under the able leadership of our sister Bore. Sister Bore, labor movement in this country, and she understands the dynamics in social protection and labor movement per se. The Central Organization of Trade Unions being the only national labor center, this lies a socially just future for all Kenyans. We must work together. We have no escape route. That is the only route towards realization of total coverage on universal social protection, which is very important. Let me refer you all to the World Social Protection Report 2020 to 2022 on social protection as the crossroads in pursuit of a better future, which requires building permanent universal protection, social protection systems to provide adequate and comprehensive coverage to all and guided by the effective tripartite or under tripartism arrangement as anchored regulates with both that protect and urge member states to take keen interest in providing social protection to its citizens. Indeed, these are efforts essentially for preventing poverty and inequality as well as addressing current challenges, in particularly those facing old age, like where I'm going, because I'm one and part of Kenya's senior citizens. Your Excellency, if you don't have hope when you are retiring or when you are leaving your employment, or you are having hope against hope, since you didn't have anything in place to lay your hands on, no social protection, you can hardly take 3 months leaving. The next place of where you will end up is in the grave. I want to thank you, Your Excellency. In your inaugural speech, you included issues related to social protection of Kenyans.